Greetings, traveler.
Alright, so we can do that again, right? So when we're analyzing these decks, we need to see, okay, what is the thing that we're aiming at, and what are the next best things? So I think still okay, so I guess there's two ideals, right? There's the ideal tempo deck and there's the ideal value deck. And I guess they both have their cards where you go like, oh my god, that's amazing. So if you get like 2 Fungomancers or Bone Mare and good curve, like you're very happy with tempo. If you get the Dragon Wars and the Warpath, you're super happy with going Big Warrior. So I think we just pick the best card like at the start and then see where it pushes us. So I think here that's probably still Drake because it's like amazing if you go for big value. Now, Dinomatic is also really, really good. Dinomatic is a bit more anti-aggro, I would say. Let me have a look at Lightforge, how much these are apart. And whether they rate the Dino higher than Drake. They're both a little meh for tempo. If Dino was amazing for tempo, then maybe, yeah. Yeah, so they're exactly the same rating on Lightforge. So I guess we'll just take the dragon. Actually, the more I'm thinking about it, Dino might actually be better for Big Warrior than Drake might be, for what I'm thinking. Because I think for Tempo Warrior, Dinomatic might also be better. I really want to take my time on this one, guys. Just like not necessarily to pick, but just to draft. You'd never skip a Drake, and you'd be wrong in some positions. There's no card that you'd never skip, including UI. There are just positions where you'd skip it. You felt Daimo be clunky in Temporary. Oh, of course, Tex, but isn't a Drake as well? Like it only it's an 8-drop that you don't really want to proactively develop. This is cool, man. This is a cool pick. Because they both fit slower Control Warrior really well. They're both ideal fits. I guess this would be the point, right? I think the Drake inherently just has more value than the Dinomatic. So I guess based off our previous run, that's the pick we make just because the body has more of an impact than the Dinomatic. And I think the problem that you have too much size is a much better problem than not enough size. So I feel like downsizing is almost always possible, whereas having more stuff is not always possible. Isn't Contemporary Warrior always stay alive? No, Cyclog. It's weird. Like, you don't get that every time. You do not get that every time. Oh. Okay. Probably just the former champ. If it's tempo, much better. And Buffoon was like very eh. And Piper's like also eh. I usually don't skip Warpath, but I also don't skip Dragon Roar. Seems like... Wait, was this moved? Was this moved? This didn't happen, but this hasn't happened to me yet. It's funny, the execute's not even a consideration. I just want to see on Lightforge like how much they are apart as well. Yeah, there's still like a whole column apart. That's cool. I would say that Roar is the pick for me normally. Because I also... Okay, so I guess maybe this is also it, right? When I am playing, right, Arena, I usually have the feeling that give me a deck that is too heavy and I can make it work much better than a deck that is too light. Because when you have a deck that is too heavy, you have all the... You essentially... The time is on your side. And when you have a deck that is too light, time is not on your side. And as a good Arena player, you usually have ways to influence your opponent's play to slow them down. Now, I would say if we are in like a hypothetical tournament situation and we're playing like this is my point as well, right? The way how Collins drafts, that works well because he plays against the average cut of the arena player. I think that if we were in tournaments, Collins' draft style wouldn't fly because he would just die against the better players. Like not better players than Collins, but better players than the average opponent. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, but that doesn't mean that he shouldn't draft that way because he's not playing tournaments or whatnot. He's trying to get as many wins as possible every time. So it's almost like, look at it like this, right? Like if anyone gets this analogy, when you're playing almost any game, right, and you're playing on a lower elo, let's say League of Legends or whatnot, you can play correct, right, the way how you would play in Diamond or Challenger, and you could have less of a chance to win that game than if you cut corners and you get more stuff. You're like, oh, I'm gonna skip this back, I'm gonna wait for more gold, because in the end you're gonna be stronger and you're getting away with it. I guess that's kind of it, right? You're getting away with it. Like, because when you have more size and you're not playing against someone who's going to punish you for it, you're getting away with it. And in the end, obviously, you're going to be stronger because you have more stuff. So that's kind of cool. That's like what I was thinking about. So I think that's why it works so well as well. But it's not something that I think in a tournament setting would work. Anyways, as we said, more size is usually better. I've been really enjoying Rush synergy. So for me, this is a pretty easy messenger. More size? Question mark? So we already have a Dragon Roar. That definitely changes things a bit. You could pick up Hatchling here to get better late game next time. So had we picked Warpath over Roar, I think it would be kind of an easy Ultrasaur, funny enough. Because we have a Roar, I'm not sure if Ultrasaur will cut it. There's no replacement for Warpath. Dinomatic would be a good replacement for Warpath. Drake is a good replacement for Warpath. Just a good early game is a replacement for Warpath. Easy Ultrasaur, what the fuck? Why not? Let's go. Collins loves this thing. I think we just picked a Doctor though, right? Now we're scarred, man. We're scarred from the previous draft. Been starved out of our big boys. Dragon Roar is replacement for Warpath. Assuming you hit Duskbreaker or Prime Drake or whatnot, but probably not. Alright. Arathi, fairly happy with that. Okay, so I think we can still keep the tempo-ish path open with the Ogre. And just in general size. Alright, Collider's super dumb. It's insanely dumb. You can just keep it arena around so we don't have to put Ultrasaur, and that's kind of weird. We could make Warrior Arena or whatnot, or we can have to score. Ultrasaur is not necessary. Alright, here we're very happy with the Warpath. Okay, this has been kind of cool. So we're 11 picks in, 12th pick about to be taken. I would say that we currently have a good shot at making a good big warrior. And whether we are, on schedule. Anyways, what are we picking here? Probably just Ancient Brew. I mean, kind of sucks, but it's the bigger thing. All right, so this would be a good pick where if we thought that we are getting too light, we can pick Fungal and switch it to a more tempo-oriented approach. If our deck was already crisp, we could pick Execute for the cherry on the cake. But I would say that we have what it takes right now to go big, and the deck is not crisp yet. So I think you just pick a premium 3 here. and we're quite happy with that. I want to have a look at the quad roar deck. So yes, is Warpath the obvious choice? Is Warpath... So what I'm trying to do is I'm constantly monitoring the deck, saying, is it good enough to start making decisions to push the deck more in the direction of a 12 rather than an 8 or a 9? And I know that sounds kind of weird, but what I mean with that is you can make the safe pick, the pick that is always going to do okay, and that would be the Warpath. But Warpath also indicates that you are somewhat giving the board to your opponent, right? And he can then redevelop. And a lot of the time, versus those, strong hunters or, whatever deck that you would need to Warpath against to win, it's a bit too late. You clear their stuff, but you need a lot of mana. Like, let's say to kill 4 health, you already need 8 mana, right? Now, if your curve is good enough, and you can just put a weaponsmith down and hold them off before you need the Warpath, you can increase the win chance. But that is only if the rest of the deck is good enough to support that game plan. And you have the 3-drop, and you have the 4-drop, and you have the 5-drop, and you can keep up with them. And that usually also means that you need premium late game in order for you to cut down on the total volume of late game to benefit your early game. And that sounds a bit confusing, but essentially it means that the better value your individual late game cards have, like Dragon Roar, the less you need of them. Because Dragon Roar is insane value for a late game card. Ultrasaur, not only is it very inflexible, it's not more valuable than 1 Dragon Roar. Right? So it's really, I think it's really cool to, so if you happen to have to kill the second charge, so you don't get a Phoenix Plus, but you get a really good Collider, it's great, right? But I'm not sure if the deck is good enough, right? This is way too much thinking for Arena. Oh, how can you make that statement in this stream, Tamnir? Yeah, I'm actually getting more and more into it. So for a little while, I was not... and sorry for anyone that's just tuning in and wants fast action. Usually I'm a much more accommodating on that. But because I had that bad run and I really, really enjoy nerding out over Arena, I really want to understand like how to properly draft, because it's so difficult to... Because there is a correct pick. It's not just with hindsight. There is a correct pick just based on what you're, based on what you could get. So we also have Ogre, which is so I guess we can ask ourselves, let's say the deck turns out to be a bit more tempo-y. Would we rather have another Weaponsmith over a Warpath? And we probably do. I think I'm actually going to go with the Weaponsmith. The more I look at it, the more I look at the situation, the more I think it's correct. So there we go. Probably just the 5/5. No real debate there. Sprite here. It's fine. Okay, now I would have preferred the Warpath. But if I have to sacrifice that to have 2 colliders, oh boo-hoo, you know what I'm saying? Am I gonna be here being sad to like, now I have 2 colliders, but only 1 Warpath, man? Right? We're not gonna be sad for that. We're gonna be like, yay, we have 2 colliders. That's the proper reaction. Okay. So, let us reevaluate. With 2 colliders, 2 weaponsmiths, obviously it becomes a little clunkier, but as we said, it's totally fine to Phoenix someone and then override your charge and then collider them. That is totally fine. I think right now, our main goal is to pick up good 3-drops so we don't fall off there. Maybe secondary goal, a little bit more survival, and like the last goal is to pick a couple more very influential big boys. I think I like Battle Rage more than Armor for that reason, right? Dragon Roar, baby. All right, let's do it. Do we need draw? We don't need draw in terms of we need it for extra value, but it does get you closer to cards that could swing the board for you, like a Warpath, like a Collider. All right, Mountain Fire Armor. Because of the 2 roars, we also don't need these things in terms of sheer size, so we happily pick another 3. As we said, we need them. Hey, another 3. That's great. That's great. That's great.
And here it is, guys. So stop complaining. Everybody relax.
It wouldn't have really mattered too much. Unless we would have liked Golem over a second Smith here. But I don't think so. Yeah, I'm just like 100% making sure that I want the second Warpath over the big boy taunt. And I think because of the second roar, that is okay, right? Yeah. That is okay. All right, these are all pretty terrible, but with this deck, we don't really care. Probably just Wolf Rider. Do you have any cool egg synergy? Not quite. Yeah, let's take 3 damage on something. Okay, so we've had this pick before. We picked Napper last time and it was wrong. Warbear would have been the right pick. Even the cube is not entirely out of the question, so let's quickly dive into the deck and see what we need. We've got the 2 Warpaths, we got the 2 Colliders, we got the 2 Weaponsmiths, so all these cards contribute to survival. That being said, we also have 2 Roars, and those cards really contribute to value. Now, when it comes to turn 3, we have Frosty, Mountain Fire, and Mystic. So essentially what I'm asking is the deck big enough to skip either Cube or Bear? The highest value card here is Cube. The second highest value card is Bear. Bear is a bit faster than Cube. The lowest value is Napper, but Napper is faster than Bear. So that's kind of what we're thinking about. Cube, the Molkasar. So I would rule out Cube. I think that we are okay on value, that we don't need this insanely slow but very high value card. We have 6 cards left after this pick, with 3 3-drops and a Sprite. But with 2 Weaponsmiths and 2 Colliders, we can come back on the board fairly often. Cube can be good with Warpaths, yeah, but I think it's maybe a bit too much, right? Bit all over the place. All right, let's go with the Warbear here. So this is not a slam dunk worm for me. We have a War Gear, we have 2 Warpaths, and I've had some really, really nice moments with Rover. I think Worm is the default pick, and you pick it if you feel like you need an additional big boy, you need more value. Rover is kind of the in-between pick, where it's still a pick that provides you with a lot of value in a lot of cases, but it's also more defensive. Well stat at 5. Yeah, but I mean, we just don't need it at all. Wargear, Gloom, Champ, and 2 Colliders. You just do not need a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 big cards. So it's mainly like against other warriors that we would be thinking about it. Because Collider itself is also a ton of value. I think I'm gonna focus a bit. Like this versus Hunter can be so incredibly annoying. Sharkfin Fan with 2 Weaponsmiths and 2 Colliders could do something. Shield Slam. There's no real armor generation from anywhere. Yeah, I guess we just picked the Sharkfin Fan. Alright, this feels like we just pick up and execute. This is what I mean, right? This is more like cherry on the cake. And we have the cake, so let's pick the cherry. Rusty Recycler is an amazing anti-hunter card. Raging Worgen will give us an additional 3-drop to play. Raging Worgen probably performs better on average than Recycler. So the question is, do we really fear hunters with this deck? Not too much, I would say, right? With the double weaponsmith. No. Novice Engineer, Overtide, I guess. And Devil Sword to round things out. So we ended up with 5 playable 3s, 3 of them good, 2 of them 3/3s. 2 weaponsmiths are looking really good, by the way, for curve. Like, really good that we have 2 weaponsmiths. Like, better than 2 warpaths. We ended up getting all of them, so. Alright, let me actually check the chat, because I see there's stuff going on.
I must protect the wild. Victory or death!
Wow, what a hand. Now the fire stays every time. You could keep both of these because they're amazing. You could keep Sprite to coin, but I'm not super excited to coin these things. What are you looking for if you are not keeping these things? You are looking for an Arathi Weaponsmith quite badly. Warpath shouldn't be necessary if you have Collider, so keeping both is a bit weird. So I guess keeping Collider and keeping Mountain Fire is fine. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Now we're talking. It's a pretty sick hand. After the nerf? There was no nerf, Marvel. Otherwise, I'm not really sure which nerf you are referring to. Oh wow, really? Interesting.
What now?
2 charges, who cares? Collider's not better tempo than this, but if it was, and it would make sense, I would do it. Educate us on the difference between card advantage and value. I think they're often used to describe the same thing, so I think you should just, at the start of a discussion or whatnot, establish what one means with card advantage and value, if there's a difference between that. I guess you could say when you talk about value is how much you get out of one card, but you could also card out efficiency or whatnot. So I would say just at the start of a talk, just agree on what you guys mean. Perfect. The nerf to MC Tech appearance. Oh, nerf. So this is 6, so I need to throw in the 3. That's what I mean with value, right? That's value right there. Have you seen magnetic being useful in arena? Yes, for sure. I haven't really been playing enough Rogue Banana Fish to say properly.
Sting like a bee.
The way how I usually just go about it, guys, when it comes to the value and the card advantage, is I just look at, okay, who has most overall value? And based on that, it dictates how you want to be playing. If you will have, or you want to say who has the most chance at having the most value, because you can never know for sure. But you can tell fairly accurately, usually. Okay, so given that. Kind of nice. Have your things, I don't care. Just want to make sure we stay healthy. The armor gain on that is really weird. Yeah, so based on that information, who has most chance at having most overall value, that changes how you play, because time is on one person's side and it's not on the other person's. So it just means you have to play differently. You have to be more aggressive, you have to be less aggressive. You have to be more worried about your life total. All those things. So our opponent's on 21, we got 17. I kind of like double warpath over here. You can brew Wolf Rider. Oh, that's right. We have more damage.
I can see.
No! Draw! Draw me cards.
Garrosh versus Rexa.
Let's the hunt.
Yeah, card advantage isn't actually a term you use very often in Hearthstone. Just see, usually you just say who has more value, right? Or he's got more stuff, or this or that. Because the difference between one card and another card can be insane. Like, the difference between having a Sharkfin fan and a Dragon Roar in your hand is just, you know, when it comes to sheer values, it's insane how different that is. Yes, Richie, no Bible Tomes allowed for MC Tech. There's no mourning period.
Big, sharp, pointy teeth.
Yeah, so it comes down to just a sheer definition mistake. Or maybe not mistake. Oh, this is good with colliders. Maybe not a mistake, but misunderstanding. Because when you say card advantage isn't a thing, you don't mean that you can't win by outcarding your opponent, outvaluing your opponent. You just mean that having lots of cards doesn't necessarily mean you have more value. It means that quite a lot of the time, though. Partils! Thank you so much. Happy MCT-less Christmas. Thank you for the 21 months in a row, Partils. Welcome back. Yes, we got hit with MC Tech yesterday, Crow Cow. After this weekend, I'm gonna assume that any MC Tech I face has been more like saved by someone. Maybe by next weekend, right? By next weekend. If I still have MCT decks by next weekend, I think I will assume that it was saved. like a fine wine, you know? He's gonna sit on it like, I'm gonna savor this. Or wait until I can actually tag the streamer. Hey Zal. Almost Christmas, my man. Hey. So we smack that. Guess we just smack here. He charges this. That's okay, I guess, right? Make him charge. What am I doing next turn? Arathi armor up. So it's either Gloom now or Champ. I guess Gloom makes more sense here. For now. Because we got a Taunt coming out on 7 and on 8. Is tomorrow an off date like usual, or are you streaming on Christmas Eve? So I would like to get some streaming in tomorrow, but I need to get up early, like I always do, right? But then I need to get my workout in, go to the store, or yeah, store I suppose. Do a bunch of cleaning, because I don't want to leave the house like this, or the apartment. And then in the afternoon, I'm expected with the in-laws, or at the in-laws. So I really want to get a short stream in, but I think just pure time-wise, I won't be getting there. But I will do my best. I will try to go fast throughout my to-do list. And hopefully it allows us to stream a little bit. But I assume that it won't work. Or expect, rather. You look bigger. For a few months. Well, I lost a lot of weight the past few months due to a stomach issue, and that weight has come back on. Because I couldn't, or I was, eating was not very fun. So I was like on a pretty severe calorie deficit. I think I lost like, how much weight did I lose? I want to say like 6-7 kilograms or so. But that weight's come back on. So maybe that's it. But then you should have just been here, because I'm not really heavier than I was before the stomach issues began. Am I considered a professional? I think you're considered a professional if you're being paid to do it. But that's just definitions. Right. Why visit your in-laws if they can just watch your stream? Yeah, so we could talk about the holiday like plans, right? This isn't really necessary, but it's okay, right? Check my guy. I guess I should trade here in case of Hunter's Mark. Did you have to go vegan like Crip? Actually, the complete opposite. It's really weird, but I guess it's not so weird. It's just that meat is a lot easier to digest for your system. So if I eat meat, I have way less issues, almost none. But if I deviate, like for now, I'm on no antacids almost like ever. Whereas before, when I was still on just keto and eating like nuts and vegetables and whatever, I'd have to take a couple a day.
Keep up.
It's actually better to not have taunts on my guy if I'm gonna Drake.
I love omelets. Float like a butterfly.
That was a semi-rhetorical question and so much better than expected answer. Glad you're doing better. Okay, Frisbee Hobbit. Alright. Things are still continuing to happen, apparently. Good turn to go nuts. Let's go. I'll trade the 1 for Hunter's Mark. But... Drake Collider? Yeah. Did we have to use it there or not? No! Okay, we can still use it here, right? Yeah, we can just trade.
I will be your doom. Ready? I'm...
Plunk. We do serious sort of conversations in here. Any secret recipes I could try? Are you asking me about just... Because I just like eat steak. It's basically... It's pretty boring, but I don't care. So yeah, we could do like brew this, replay, but you know, why not just trade it and play things and get on with our life?
What now? Ooh, the red one tastes like cherry. Well fought. I concede.
It's more like, okay, look at it like this. When you,
The hunt begin. Victory!
let's say you have a balanced diet and you feel fine, or you know, whatever balanced might mean for you, stay on that, right? Because I think that also your body gets more resilient to certain types of food. Like you can almost look at certain types of food as like a stress on your body. Whereas if you like completely take that away, and then at some point you decide, oh, I want to eat that anyway, it's gonna take a while before your body gets adjusted to that, and you probably have quite some digestive problems, right? When you try to reintroduce the, you know, the old food. So I think if you're healthy and you're fine and you have no problems and this and that, just, you know, keep eating what you're eating. The only reason I'm doing this is because I have a lot of issues where I'm essentially constantly on antacids if I if I don't do this. Do you think today's warrior is the most overpowered class in Hearthstone history? Probably not. It's easy to forget things.
Happy Feast of Wintervale.
Acquiring victim. Well, that sounds nasty.
Of obliteration.
You got high main from your opponent's Grifta. Oops. If high main's good for you, then yeah, mistakes might have been made.
Ride the polar bear express.
Yeah, Abyssal Enforcers were kind of dumb. Muster for Battle Paladin, Coghammer Paladin was very, very dumb. Fire Lens Portal Mage was very dumb. There were a lot of eras where classes were very dumb. So I think if you look at today's warrior, even though it's good, it's probably nowhere near as dumb as the dumbest thing you've seen. Gar.
Well played.
Well played.
Tazdingo!
He's like, I have a talent. Don't you feel silly now? Alright. So obviously we could rush that down, but I think we're quite alright with playing the rover here. And then maybe next turn some more path shenanigans. Shenanigans, or whatever you wanna, whatever Asmo would call them. Oh, he played another card. Wow. Crazy. This warrior opponent with all his cards and stuff. My god. Shady, remember what? Yeah, Collider Hydra is insane. Like, it hits the things on the side as well.
Don't blink. You might miss it.
Got a snip. Time for the thank you. Come on. Thanks. Secret. Well, it's not this one, right? Or at least not this copy. I guess for freezing trap, we'd rather get this frozen than the bear, question mark. It's not so much just freezing, it's the fact that it could be Cobra trap, which is pretty bad. If it's Cobra trap, what will I do? I attack here, gets a 2-3. I guess I charge this, and then I let him trade. It's kind of the same deal then. I guess I'd prefer to have the bear frozen then. Hostile detected. So Drake is okay, but then the explosive is a bit weird. I think I kind of want to just go slow here. We don't really need the Drake, so let's not Drake.
My duty is to the king.
Astounding.
This feels like magic. Like, in response to you playing your rush guy, I ping his shield off. Or something. Or in response to you declaring attack with your rush guy, I ping his shield off.
Ready to ride. Taste my steel.
It's actually El Rato. Oh man. So this guy is unwarpathable for a while.
Neither snow nor rain nor wind.
Jebaited arrow. And give me a nice little super collider, baby. Just put it right there. Maybe a little snail. Basilisk. What do you think about that? Come on, man. Oh no! I triggered the trap and then collider him. But I don't have enough now. That's funny. Bane of Devilsaur. Yeah. Bane of 5/5.
Quickly.
Oh, that feel, man. That feel when they ooze into your collider. Okay. Anyways. Hey, Nomalama, thank you for the raid. Welcome, guys. What do I even do here, man? So this is one off from killing it, but I guess I could hit here. Let me actually attack here and see what happens, and see if the collider gets better. freezing, sure. So this is still the rat. So now we know that. Collider, trade, hero power is probably fine, honestly, right? It's not complicated too much. Crazy. Double path collider. That's like... Was that good enough? Maybe. 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 Because we get 2/2/3s as well. I think you win if you do this as well. But maybe it was good enough use of Warpath. Alright. If we hit here, this takes 1, this takes 4, so it goes to 3. I guess we could Warpath, Drake, hit first. That's pretty solid. Or, oh, but the rat won't have taunt. If we Warpath 3 times... No, it doesn't work. This also dies, so it's kind of weird. This also dies.
I wonder.
Why not trigger rat? Because the rat doesn't have taunt. Let's see, so I Warpath once every time. So if I Warpath 2 more times, the rat spawns. I don't think I want to spawn the rat. I want to get the big boy on board.
My thanks.
That was quite astounding. It's crazy, right? You can always bottom right if you don't enjoy your time here, Rexar. What did you feel when you took Monkassar? A slight shiver down my spine, like, but it's kind of exciting as well. Like, whew, Monkassar in my deck. Damn. It was that, or it was Hatchling. 3 mana 2/2. Still doesn't fucking work.
Neither snow nor rain nor witch.
Ruktar Ogre!
Dark Bones, thank you for the 16 months in a row. Welcome back. That's a long time. Much appreciated. Good to have you here. Do it 4 times and it does? Yeah, but why am I Warpathing then? If I need to Warpath 4 times, why would I do that? Why not just do this?
Float like a butterfly.
Sting like a bee. Try that.
Stone. Well played. Ruktar Ogre!
I don't think they'll nerf Collider, Mad Gunner.
Well played. Try harder, man. Well played.
Oh no, not my Ultrasaur.
Watch this.
Thanks. Well played. Well played. Well played.
We're having a good time here.
Well,
Hey, there we go.
I can see. gone.
One of you is having a good time. No, Happy Feast of Winterville? Yeah, it's there, it's there. Can we please be a little less of a dick? Were you here for the game, Ransu?
Happy Feast of Wintervale.
Probably not, I guess. You'd keep Collider? I don't think in this deck. In this deck, I don't think it makes sense.
I cannot do
Still in draft? Oh, wait, what? Somebody changed my title. It's fine. Boom. There we go.
A stranger will offer you aid. Armor made to fit.
Armor. He has it.
For the War Chief.
For House Scream.
Neither snow nor rain nor wind.
You don't have to use your face there, but I think because we have Collider, it's probably okay to keep an extra health here. Wind Speaker, Big Show Gear, and Soul of the Forest.
Defend the gates!
Defend the gates. Yeah, Dragon Roar is a balanced card. Are we banned again? Because they didn't perform well enough, win rate wise. Or maybe even back then they did it on pick rate, but I think they did win rate. Right now I know that a lot of the buckets are governed by pick rate.
How long can this go on?
Oh. Decent card to get.
Reporting for duty.
Invader Sim, please. You have to tell me that that's a joke. Unless Sun Glitters is organizing it, I could see that.
Light the fuses!
Yeah, I would have loved for him to hold. Why not Drake? I didn't really feel necessary there.
Reporting duty.
Man, I so want Alex's face. Maybe I should just do it. It depends on how much value I think we have. I think it's wrong to Alex's face. I'm gonna need Alex for my own face, probably. We've done this yesterday and it was wrong. So. I'll never expect us to have another Drake now. We can always Alex his face later if it turns out that it's better. I think that we're just gonna end up dying. Because we have another collider. Being able to reset our health with Alex to keep on colliding is nice. Keep on colliding. So if I go former champ Trog, he could Warpath 5 times. I've been doing the exact opposite Made on Earth just to give them the impression that I don't have another one, which is kind of funny. I think so, yeah, I think this is better.
Float like a butterfly.
Sting like a bee.
Yummy shroomish.
Because he can Warpath this and it's not the end of the world, right? Wow, he's gonna take the chance? Wow, okay. And he was very fast with killing off his Vine Cleaver. Huh. Interesting. I don't like that play for him. Like, I don't agree with it. Does Divine Shield prevent poisonous? Yes. I think he swung every turn with Divine Cleaver. I think so, but maybe I'm not sure. Oh, because the other one, yeah, okay.
Let the pain speak to me.
I will purify the fallen.
Is he gonna be very upset if I Collider him again here? It's like the best Collider because it doesn't take, you don't take the damage. Surprise! There's another one!
Protocol 7 engaged. Try hard,
Oh, it had 5 health. Fuck me. Alright. Should I have missed 7 for that? No, then I open up Execute. Okay. I don't actually hate the hit because of Warpath. I didn't want to give him 5 cards with Warpath, that's for sure. And I don't, yeah, okay. Actually, I think I accidentally made the right play. The best kind of play. Accidental right play. Alright. Now we're 1 off, aren't we? Damn it. Oh, I should have hit first. I guess that counts. Oops. Whoopsies for me. Minor whoopsies.
Keeps out arrows.
Let me in, man! It's my turn!
So his dragons are what? Double Temporas? Marsh Drake? No, not Marsh Drake. Yeah, Collider. Yeah. That's mean, guys. Stop being so mean.
or death.
We were on 4 AP. Yeah, I saved Alex from my face. In most of my warriors, it's just wrong to Alex the opponent's face, even if he's on like 25 health, it's usually wrong to Alex their face.
Happy Feast of Wintervale. Happy Feast of Wintervale.
How did the last run end? 4, right? Yeah, we squeezed 4 out of it.
Offer you aid.
A stranger will offer you aid.
Put me in, man! It's my turn!
Hey, baby, you're better than a second warpath, aren't you, Rat?
Try
Look at that. Monk. Arathi coming in, baby. Double collider? Yeah, I suck. Nasty. Nasty.
Float like a butterfly.
Sting like a bee!
Sting like a bee. Float like a butterfly. Punch mark. Oop, just a classic big boy hyena play. Okay. I guess we're taking 8. Wait, you had 3 Onyxias? Holy. Alright, Jebaited Arrow? Felt like a Jebaited Arrow.
I hope you like my invention.
That's nasty, man. 3 Onyxias. Downright dirty.
Sure.
We getting healed? Wow, Control Hunter. Control Hunter.
Oh, if you're sure.
I'll put it on your tab.
I'll put it on top.
I hope you like my invention.
Two Shaws and a Geist. Oh god, dude. Actual Control Hunter. He's just playing like good card hunter. It's kind of funny to see. What do you play? I play good card hunter. What do you play? I play warrior, motherfucker.
The icy wings of North.
It's so dumb, dude, Dragon Roar. Look at this! Look at this, chat! What is this? Oh. Deadly Shot? Feels like deadly, right? Oh, Crushing Balls, sure. Damn you. Why don't you put the 1-1, the 0-1s on the edges, like, completely there, Cindy? Well, we got a honker. Honestly, we can kind of do whatever we want right now. I'm guessing it's either Frosty Ogre or Ysera, and I guess Frosty Ogre makes a bit more sense.
Ride the polar bear express.
Freeze the 0-1 for the roleplay.
Ooh, the red one tastes like cherries.
You actually did it? Yeah, I mean, you put out 10 power, it's pretty good.
I dream and the world trembles.
I dream and the world trembles. Death to Hounds, KC. He'd probably clear my shit with that run, so. Hey, look at that. You require my assistance? Dot, 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 dot. Oh, dude, what the fuck? Oh, this is so dumb. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. Hey. We can do so many things, man, and it just doesn't matter. Do we have one more damage? We don't, right? Oh yeah, we have one here. I don't want to do it. I want to get my fireballs. Oh. No. 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 Yeah, you guys aren't getting fireballs. Screw that.
At last, a worthy
Missed lethal. Elected to pass up lethal for infinite fireballs. They didn't really rebucket much, Browery. They just kind of, you know, nerfed MCT, brought back the nerfed cards. Like the real round of macro adjustment is coming in a couple weeks. This doesn't look like an arena match. Sadly, it does. This used to be a lethal stream. I'm asking myself, if he can kill me, or if he finds a way to win this game, I'll give it to him, man. I'll give it to him. My Tony! You're gonna die for this, motherfucker! Yeah! You kill our Tony! They nerfed MCT? They banned it. They banned it. This deck needs the sorry emote. Yeah.
Victory or death!
Let's get some curve. That is some curve. Easy keep Punkasaur. I just don't want MC Tech around Frisbee Hobbit. I just don't want it, man. That can be sniped now, which is kind of nuts, but still.
A stranger will offer you aid.
Hey, not snipe. So many hunters. What is this constructed? Hunter got a lot better, especially I think for the average player who just likes to pick good cards. Hunter gets lots of good cards right now. Same with Warrior. Warrior and Hunter just get a lot of really good cards offered.
At last, a worthy fool.
Oh, where are they, foo?
The future is now.
we're hopping. Boys, we hopping. We hopping, boys.
I'll put it on your tab. Job's done.
Hello? Okay. I see where you're coming from. Ooh, we got the Marsh Drake play. Oh boy. 5-0. What is in his deck, man? Oh my god. Who's ready for double Lich King and Crowley? That's the stuff that awaits us there, chat. Either that, or he is a master of deception, and that is not an explosive trap. Are we dealing with a master of deception here, guys? Let us see. Is it the ultimate debate? No, I'm disappointed. Okay. We gave him some credit for a little bit, and then we just ended up disappointed. So, looks like double Lich King. Double Lich King on the way. 1 mana off from the combo. The combo. The combo. I have to say that ever since I played Constructed, my positioning is terrible. I just stopped caring. I gotta be honest. It just doesn't matter enough. Like, the big stuff, sure, right? Betrayal, Meteor, and all that. But the endless agonizing over which one is exactly a tiny bit better for explosive shot and stuff, I've kind of stopped caring. That can't hit your face, by the way, just saying, dude. Do you think Hearthstone can influence someone's mood too much? Just think about how elated you are right now compared to the previous run. What do you mean with too much? Isn't that just like humans and how they work? Right? You poke a human like this, and they're happy, and then you poke a human like that, and they're unhappy. I think that as you get older, you become more resilient and you don't veer off as much, right? Like, especially when you're a child, it's like you just get poked from all sides and you're like, happy, sad, happy, sad. Oh, man. People.
An incredible discovery.
You. Not playing it. Not doing it, chat. Farming secrets. Okay. So 2 secrets in his hand.
Ride the polar bear express.
He's played 2 archaeologists, boys.
I wonder.
Try this.
I'm not implying it's you. Or more... Yeah, but I still just don't understand the nature of the question, Samora. What is too much, right? And what, yeah. I guess that's just it. Like, I just don't understand the nature of the question. Alright, baby, let's get that entity out of the way. Yar! Excuse me.
I hope you like my invention.
The secret plan's not working out for him. No, but generally speaking, revealing to your opponent that you're getting a mirror entity in your hand reduces the effectiveness of the mirror entity.
I hope you like my invention.
Smelly fish.
Yummy fish. 6 damage Cinderstorm. Ah! Man, that was terrible. Okay. Let's pause for a moment. Because obviously Devil Star Face sounds good. But then we're leaving spell power up. Or we're trading. Yeah, I can leave the 2-3 up, right? That's okay, actually. That's annihilate. Devil saw his face. I like it.
Neither snow nor rain nor witch.
Yeah, perfectly.
Garrosh versus Rexar.
Okay. It's fine. This title's fine.
Victory or death.
That's just the delay thing, but this one's super fine. Thank you. 7-0 is usually where I do it on my own, but it's good that you start to know that. Did he say thrall rules? My question doesn't have a purpose. I was thinking about the link. Well, I mean, it has a purpose, right? Just, yeah. Maybe not like a super specific one or so, right? Somewhere. Let's see. I guess the problem rises when it's not just a game and becomes a job and a means of life.
Job's done.
It's a low roll versus Hunter, but a big taunt's definitely useful. The Shark low log, Brawl or so. Alright. Of course Thrall rules.
Try this.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to understand it a bit better, Samara. That's the only thing. I'm not saying it's a bad question or anything like that. But to me it sounds so weird where I'm like, well, isn't that my decision then whether I play something and whether it affects me or this or that, right? So I was looking for if there was an issue somewhere.
Float like a butterfly.
Sting like a bee.
This guy misses lethal, still 7-0. That's how good Warrior is. Want to learn how to draft it? Come right in, boys. Sounds like a good title, but it's hard to write that down and capture the essence.
Try harder, man.
Get him, walnuts. Playing an Ultrasaur deck. Gone sexual. Do people still use that? No, we can't keep taking this damage, so unfortunately we just have to work that. It's crazy how he's able to keep up. My turn 3 was Dragon Roar. What? Please, no Hunters Market, thank you very much. Just easy trade and kill your own guy. Let's go. Ah! I can see how that is a challenging turn right there. Pog. So what did we learn? That having a 3-drop is better than not having a 3-drop.
Versus Troll.
Troll.
For Doomhammer. Victory or death.
Job's done.
There we go, that's more like it. Sometimes I still wonder in which cases it's better to armor up there. Maybe against Honor, but the thing is, like, sometimes you get the Crow Roaster, sometimes you get Duskbreaker, which can be really nice.
A stranger will offer you aid.
Purring Machine is back.
That didn't go as...
Dude, that's pretty annoying. Ogar.
X marks the spot.
I wonder.
I'll put it on your head.
Hey Billy, good night. We have to play for lethal with the eel battle cry now. Okay, could have been worse.
with this apple on your head?
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
Alright, one more for the Prime Drake. Let's count damage. If we kill the 3, he's got 4, 5, 8, 10. Bloodlust adds 12, so it's 22. I'm thinking whether you should execute the 3-2 just to survive, or whether you should just play something. Maybe even armoring up is safer, right? Yeah, maybe armoring up is like the middle of the pack decision here.
Float like a butterfly.
Sting like a bee.
You draw a card? Yeah, that was definitely another option. But I think the 2 armor might be pretty big if he makes a push. What's Mojo Master, Mad Gunner? What is Drake? Oh, really? That one? Come on, bro. Complaints in Warrior. Baby, don't Drake me. Don't Drake me no more. Ooh, so unlucky. I know, right? What the hell? I could have been on 21.
The light protects me.
Mushroom power!
Mushroom power. Mushroom power. Double Sword of 2-5 would be alright. Could have Rothy, kill the 2-5 and Trog, but then we give up Trog versus the 3-3. Yeah, I think we're overall pretty happy with that trade. Devil Sword power. Let's show the kid, guys.
Flames consume you.
Oh. Yeah. He's on 15. Okay.
What now?
I might just go Warpath, execute, Weaponsmith this down. That completely stops his pressure. Kind of like that, you know.
I wonder.
I guess I'm drawing then, right? I don't have to armor up. Another Warpath. Yeah, that makes the decision even easier. Oh, cheers, Isog. Blah, blah, blah. Don't reveal the draw last. But how else can he complain about stupid no-skill warriors beating him? You don't want to take that away from your opponent. It's quite the psychological thing.
Yummy shroomish. Obliteration.
Or chalk. What's more important to you, winning or not being mocked by Twitch chat? Ask myself that every day. Poke. Champ. Poo. Purr. Muffin is the purrer. I guess I just take the draw here and then we move on with our lives.
What now?
I guess I could have hit this, but it gets healed anyway, so maybe it matters for fungal. I just don't think it really has much effect on the game.
You win this.
Calling concede.
Garrosh versus Maiev.
None can escape my fury.
Victory or death.
Let's go here.
Hey, stop!
Hey, stop. Why is Toast's videos playing with sound? That's kind of funny. Alright. I guess that's fine. I was really debating, should I play the 3-3 or the 4-3? I was thinking, okay, which 3-drops are gonna make me sad? And I was like, well, basically all of them. And with a 4-drop it might be okay, I guess, here, right? Because you have the axe that supports. You're like Santa, except he gives bad children coal while you queue into the warrior.
Float like a butterfly. Sting like a bee. Neither snow, nor rain, nor witch.
Spectre gadgets will get you. What do you do? Messenger of my guy. Should probably still play for max tempo here. We could go for Weaponsmith Roar, but it's probably better to get the 5-5 out and delay the roars for as long as we can.
Hey, good tickets don't come cheap.
Try this.
14 health. Pushed some face. But we have 2 taunts. Should be okay.
Like cherries.
That's annoying.
What now?
Whew, that's annoying. I guess we need to hope, yeah, this eats the removal for the sleepy, right?
Ride eternal!
Don't make me click. I don't have my hand for escape. Yeah, what are we doing, guys? We're throwing.
Garrosh versus Garrosh. Victory or death! Bring it on!
Yeah, Tiger hit us for 10. There was probably something in that game we could have done. Because, I mean, we're a warrior. Clearly, we must be doing something wrong if we're losing.
Obliteration.
Good old Worgen, baby. You don't get these beats very often anymore. That was nice.
Hey, good tickets don't come cheap.
Going alright. We're up on board and we're up in value, but these are all small things. It's not huge. It'll depend how many of those he has and whether his Dragon Roar is good and all that.
Start some trouble. Put me in, man! It's my turn!
That is a nice draw. This happens. This happens. Sort of want to keep the 3-3, but I don't know whether that's correct. It's like easier with Warpath, it's better against Drake and all that. Hey, we also won a game, Stein. It's not all losses.
A stranger will offer you aid.
I want to keep the Ogre healthy so that Warpaths don't really hurt him.
I see lunch now, dinner!
Excuse me. Execute deals 9 here and it's pretty sweet. The spell's so important for a warrior deck to be good. It is not. Hey, that's my tie. It's not to play with. I'm considering whether I should play the Rover or not. I guess it's still more resilient versus versus the things. This is the second run, yes. This is the second run.
I bring life and
I think I might Warpath once. Trade in this, and Wolf Rider. Warpath, Wolf Rider, that's 5. Plus Mystic.
What now?
Careful, man.
Ready to ride. Taste my steel.
What can I thanks to? Okay.
A stranger will offer you aid.
Ah, that's what he was waiting for. I guess he doesn't have a Warpath then, if he was waiting this entire time. Is that worth a try? How do I get rid of it if it fails? This hits here, it goes to 4. It's very pricey. It's very pricey if it fails. Ew. Very ill. Probably not good enough, to be honest.
I wonder. Choose. Ultrasaur.
Oh, thank you so much, man. Direct sub again. Thank you so much for the full year, dude. Welcome back. I'm sorry you're having trouble with Prime.
I will be your doom. Ready? I'm...
If he pulls Deathwing, I lose, right? Time flies when you become an ultimate. Pretty sure it just flies all the way around, dude.
Of obliteration.
Hey.
Garrosh versus Garrosh.
Victory or death! Bring it on!
Job done.
Wow, 3 roars and 2 assemblies. Feels okay, Stein.
I hope you like my invention.
Feels like an okay deck.
I don't need any of you.
If you're sure.
So we could just kill the 3/5. We could also play Worgen and make him double trade. Kind of like the idea of that. And then we pick the tar up with the 2/6 the turn after. Ready to glow. Well, you know, I guess. Sure, you know.
What now?
So leaving him with a 2/2 versus leaving him with a Tar Creeper. Guess we leave him with a 2/2. Is that better? It's not, right? No, we leave him with the 1/1. Let him trade that in. It's better. It seems less threatening, right, for him to have.
Float like a butterfly.
2 minions. Are you crazy, dude? Are you crazy? Are you insane?
You could get a card here with Messenger to 1/1. I guess we'll just play it slow and Messenger hero power. You could actually hit here and Wolf Rider hero power, but then you're using a charge of your weapon as well. So that doesn't seem necessary.
Have I got a bomb for you?
Have I got a bomb for you?
Retreat for shrunken heads.
Ah, shucks. Badunk. Not being able to order a pizza at 11. I know, right?
Fester in my
It's a pretty awkward Devilsaur, but the other one is to use some Dragon Roars now, but being able to push 8 is kind of nice. So I guess I will just Devilsaur it. If this would survive it, right? Or I mean, if this would survive it, you could argue leave it up for a Collider. This feels like Dragon Roar because we can trade Drake, but honestly, we could also just Ultrasaur. But if we Ultrasaur, we give him a Collider, right? But do we care too much about it? Because then he has to give us a Collider. Yeah, we're getting healed. We should probably just jam Ultrasaur now that we have the chance. Nope. Yeah, we said it would be awkward for him to get the Collider. Then an execute? Okay. That's okay. It's a bit annoying, but it's okay. I probably need to Drake just to stay relevant right now. Although Emerus on Drake is insane. But I think that I don't survive if I roar. And let's say I whiff, right? Because what would I have to find? Like even a Hoarding Dragon or something, yeah. I think I need to just assume that I'll get there. But not by repeatedly getting hit in the face for 6. Maybe I should have just taken the Drake kill. I was maybe a little greedy, right? Just trade Drake and chill. Yeah, it could get a little dicey right now. Because it's still gonna be pretty big tempo. Oh, is that it? If that is it, we might get to jump on him. Okay. Emerus doesn't really do much here. Right?
What now?
Hello. Hello, my dear. How are you doing?
I will be your doom. Ready?
Astonishing.
I kind of hate showing him the Collider, but I also want to be able to play one of my guys without having to re-equip Collider, so.
Light the fuses!
Ash to ash.
Feels like we have the time now to Emerus. We're also getting a 6 damage charge. So 6 and 8, 14. Means we're 1 off. If I push face, I technically set up lethal, but that's a little too crazy, I think.
Be reborn in the earth!
I think I'm gonna minimize the damage here and hit the 2-3, right? Because if I hit the 3, it doesn't die. And I don't care about 1 health or 2 health. How are you building your rogue decks? I have not been playing a lot of rogue Bugatti, but I have 112 on YouTube if you want to check that one out. It's a very, very big boy oriented rogue. No. Okay.
A stranger will offer you aid.
Pog champ, man. I think having a 6-2 in the hand is better than a 3-4 on the board. This is probably, if he wins, this is the turn, right? Where the snail prevented us. Why not Arathi hit the snail? Ugh. No, right? Are we that desperate? How scared are we of dying here? If I trade here, I'm on 13. I take 3. I trade this off. I'm on 10. Yes. Yeah, this is probably the moment, right? The go time. The other one is trade here. Execute. No, I think it's go time.
I dream and the world turns.
I mean, I have execute in hand as well, Stein. With the 1-3 not, I mean, I think it's too scary to not play it. I'm so scared of dying. I don't really care too much about my draws right now. I care about survival. Model strike lethal. Yeah, there's not that many things. There's Reaper, right? You can equip a Reaper. But these are all dragons, these 3. So they have to be one of these cards.
Look! Look!
That can still get lethal.
Yummy shroomies.
Woo, okay. Feels like he's dead, right? Wolf Rider's 6, 14, 15, yeah. We got more even than that, right?
I shall bring the
Collider to the face.
Garrosh versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
Victory or death!
Don't think we keep Warpath in this deck, not with 2 Colliders as well. Is Dragon Roar in a low bucket? I had mine next to Warpath, so not too low. Got sleepy. That's not a good mind control target at all, is it, right? Just checking.
Of obliteration. Float like a butterfly. Sting like a bee.
Sting like a bee. 36 health. Winning.
Shroomies.
And we're winning.
Keep up. I'll put it on your head.
Guys, he's just trading my things. He's not playing into Collider. Come on, brah. Come on, brah. Why are you not playing into Collider, brah? Pork champ.
Playtime.
If we Collider now, we can trade it. What's that? It's the new thing that costs a lot of mana, but it's like the new Arcane Giant, essentially.
I hope you like my invention.
So it saves a charge on Collider, but it also doesn't give him the information that we have Collider. And that is probably just worth it.
Try this.
Denying him the information. Because usually your first hit of Collider is your best one, right? When you have this like, oh, Collider board, right? So I think concealing the information is pretty worth. Wow. Easy Ultrasaur for our boy here. Our boy Anduin with the easy Ultrasaur pick. It's pretty bad for us. Alright, Alex could buy us a lot of time. Hey, what's up, Nate? Yeah, man, it's It's almost Christmas, dude. Crazy. We might just need to go in and assume no MC. We have the option to go Rover, Warpath now. So I don't have to go in versus MC. And I guess I leave the Stone alive. And I don't sack my guy. Oh no, I can't Warpath yet. I'm working with 10 mana because he's on 10 mana. Okay, what else could I do? I could Warbear in here. Wolf Rider here. Could Warbear in here, Fairy trade. Save Wolf Rider. Save the Warpath turn. Or just jam the Sleepy. Sleepy's got 12 health. He can kill it. I guess I'll go with the Warbear play. Awkward. Beowulf's 10 mana? Yeah, it's funny. It's like, I think my brain has a hard time wrapping around that he can mind control, but I can't play for 10 mana. Hey, Owl, thank you so much for giving the sub to Nayranan. Thank you so much, my man. Much appreciated. Welcome, Nate. Hope you have a great stay, my friend. Oh, that's a Collider, right? Turn 6 free, turn 7 free from Ember, turn 8 free from Ember. Pretty rough. Oh, okay. God, if we had a little bit more health, that'd be so good. Damn.
What now?
Could just Alex. Alex is not the worst. There's always the Rover Warpath play, but that activates as well, which is bad. I'm guessing it's just Alex. I'm just using all my time because it's such a bad spot and maybe I've missed something. Because if I had more health, I could Wolf Rider here and kill his board, but we don't have the health.
I bring life.
Because if we use Alex now, he just goes downtown straight again. He could trade, but that seems so bad. Ugh, yeah. So much pressure coming out of a priest, it's insane. The thing is, we're losing to big boys. Well, not just big boys, right? Just pressure into big boys, into big boy, into big boy, into... It's just... Also, he played an 8 mana Ultrasaur. That's pretty good. 8 mana Ultrasaur. I would play that. Alright. So if we Warpath 3 times... This goes down to 8. Then I armor up and I go to 1. Right? Huh. Is there another way then to do it with Warpaths? Not really, because this needs to be procced. Alright, boys. Here we go. Makagura. He's like, holy fire, holy fire, holy fire, holy fire. Manly? I mean, it's that or death, right? It is that or death. So, hey, what can you do? Alright, so we can go Rover, Warpath, Warpath. That means we're not dead to Mind Control, which he may have picked. We're always dead to Holy Fire. So can't do anything against that.
I wonder.
So I think we just go with the Rover, because the chance of a Mind Control is even higher right now. Nova? But Okay, but what do I do against Nova, right? I'd have to armor, and then what? Like, okay, so I think we Rover and we Warpath, and we talk about whether we gain the armor or not. But then he kills us with the Mind Control. He kills us with the Madness. But Madness isn't something he gets. I'm just gonna do it again. Honestly, we're in such a bad spot. I think we need to play the winning game. Because it's... okay, yeah, Holy Fire. So, man, I was slow because the cat's on the path. The way how I look at it is this way, right? So Holy Fire is not in the equation because that kills you every time. But it's not like 10 is bad. It feels with this deck that it's bad. That's how good the deck was. The worst thing is that it's not even like balls to the walls crazy. It's just good, right? The two colliders, very nice.